aware of the fluidity that you can actually choose to run the energy in. I very much understand that, and I'm working on it too. I'm actually working on it. All right, pull it up straight, like handle it and hold it. There's a thing about the posture that the Beloveds have been working with me for a while, that certain types of lines that are very high-level data stuff, that they've asked me to actually, despite the fact that I like, when I sit on a chair, I like to put both legs up, sitting Indian style, even on a chair. It seems to be the most comfortable thing that feels right for me. But they've asked me to do like the normal sit down, where you put your bottom on the chair and you put your legs not crossed, right, on the floor, and hold your posture up in order to run the central vertical column in a certain way. And it's still a place that I'm trying to get to where I enjoy it, because I don't, right? But the line does come in clearer. So we can make adjustments in our posture, or even in the way we move. You have to move, let's kind of like this, where you start to go, I'm going to be conscious of how I move. And if I'm just finding myself like slouching around and just like grabbing this, grabbing that, whatever, doing my daily stuff, where you can go, walk like a guardian. And then you just move with a little more grace and fluidity. Choose to move the body the way you want it to move, not let it move you. And that is part of the lessons that were about getting in touch with that. So thank you for sharing the body bit. I still don't do it all the time, but hey, I can shift. I'm learning to. They say to me a lot of times that, you better wrap your mind around this fact, sweetie, because the contract you've got, you are high council. You are an ambassador from numerous places, and you can learn to hold yourself that way, right? Like, first of all, stand up and put your shoulders back, right? And really monitor how many times you say y'all. I mean, just because some people perceive that as not being particularly, well, a bit colloquial, it is, right? It just, can you want to tell them a story too? Okay, yeah, I don't want to blab on, because we will get out there eventually after the Mylars and stuff. But this is important, this sharing time, when please, anybody who has had a little bit of insight of something, even if it's still a question, share with us. You are teachers too. We are here to teach each other to remember. We are equals. We are not your gurus or your, we have all the answers and to tell you what to do. Every experience you have actually does teach you something. But most of us miss those little ones all along. But every once in a while we have a spark of insight that just says, I can think about that and maybe shift myself to a higher level that will change the way I actually interact with my hologram. And in changing how you interact with your hologram, you will change your hologram, right? So we would like you to know that we respect you as teachers too. And Az would like to share something with you now, but if anybody else, this is more important than going through an hour's worth of diagrams, to be honest with you. Diagrams are flat things on Mylars. Yes, they hold ideas. But what is most precious is all you guys. You are living beings that still have Krish in you, where you are still coming to workshops, learn the technicals. But most of us learn to think of ourselves secondarily. We don't even think we're particularly functional or important down here. It's not about being important, but it's about being functional. And if you can realize you are respected as teachers of the Christ just as much as we are, the ideas you have to share, even if they're not finished yet, just share. When people share ideas in a safe environment, and that's when we all choose to, we're not going to judge this person, right? We're just going to learn from the mouths of babes, be they this high or fully grown. If we let Spirit speak through us and share the insights, and there's also a responsibility that comes with it. If somebody is doing that in your presence, do not dare to judge them. Do not dare to put a label on them. Respect them for a Christic being that they are, trying to share with you a bit of insight, even if it's an insight you don't have or agree with. We have to create a safe environment with each other where we can speak with each other and respect each other even if we disagree. It's very easy to make a choice, actually, that if you have, say, an issue with someone or one group has an issue with another group, we can agree to disagree kindly. That doesn't mean we have to all agree with the same ideas. But if we both agree to have mutual respect, we create a safe environment where everybody can learn from each other And that's what we are hoping. That is part of the transcendental level of thinking, where you go beyond just the little me thing. And you start to realize everyone in your hologram is a part of you. And they can look at you and say the same thing. It is a transcendental state, transcending the little me identity of just I'm here and I'm finite. And there are levels that words cannot touch, that when you get into these spaces, you can understand every cell in a leaf of a tree that you happen to pass by. You can feel the entire life field without even seeing it, of every bug form, tree form, animal form, just by walking through a forest in that state. You know all of it as a part of you, as your body. It is being at one with the immediate environment. If you want to be at one with the cosmos and God Source, it starts with the immediate environment around you. So anyway, I'll shift that to you now.